Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have Alpha here with me, and for those of you who don't know him, he's my husband and trainer slash coach. He's here to tell you a little bit about his fitness journey and also answer a few of your questions. So Alpha, you've lost a lot of weight, right?
Yeah.
How much weight and how long did it take you to lose it?
I lost 22 kilos and it took me about a year to do that.
And how much did you weigh before? How much did you weigh at the end of your cut, so that people realize how fantastically overweight you were?
Yeah. So I was 86 kilos.
You're not very tall, so...
Yeah, I'm about 5'5", and I was at about over 30% body fat, about 33% body fat when I started, 33 to 35% body fat. 86 kilos, and I cut down to 64 kilos.
Okay.
And probably ended my cut at about 15% body fat.
Okay. And 33% is pretty high for men,
33% is medically obese, so you're at a very high risk of cardiovascular disease, various types of cancer, and lots of other chronic illnesses.
So a lot of people that write to me, talk about losing weight at a faster pace. It took you a whole year. What would you say to them? And what is the ideal rate of losing weight, and why did you need to take that long?
So ideally, for most people, aiming for about 1% of your body weight in weight loss per month makes sense. So if you just want to go to figure 2 kilos a month is a fairly good rate of weight loss.
Okay.
If you try to lose weight a lot faster than that, there are a couple of things that could happen. One is that you could risk losing lean body mass, that's muscle mass. And what happens is, if you lose a lot of muscle mass at the end of your cut or at the end of your diet, you get the skinny fat effect. So you've lost a lot of fat, but you've also lost a lot of muscle, and you don't look so nice.
What about women? Should women care about that?
Yeah, the toned look, I guess, that lots of women want, is a consequence of a certain amount of muscle mass and a relatively low body fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
another thing you need to watch out for actually with rapid weight loss is you risk getting stretch marks. You also risk having a bounce back effect. So if you lose weight too quickly, you can also put it back really quick right after that, because you have to go on a very restricted diet in order to lose weight super quick, and you're much more likely to cheat on your diet. You're much more likely to go on a binge fest at the end of your diet.
So that brings me to my next question. A lot of people ask me about the keto diet or a paleo diet, and a lot of these other fad diets, where they're cutting out complete food groups.
Yeah.
So what would you say to them? Is that the way to go?
So the good thing about a keto diet is that, or any other low carb diet for that matter, is that you end up seeing a lot of rapid weight loss in the beginning. Now most of that will end up being water weight, because carbohydrates hold on to water. So for every gram of carbohydrates, there's about 2 grams or more of water that holds on to. So the more you lose muscle glycogen and carbohydrates from your blood, the less, or your body, the less water your body holds on to as well.
Okay.
So that means that losing that weight loss in the beginning is kind of very motivational for people, right? It gets people pumped up, saying that, wow, I lost 5 kilos, 10 kilos the first month. This diet is amazing, and I'm going to stick to it for the rest of my life. And it creates a lot of positive feelings associated with that diet. On the flip side, though, is that once that initial period of 1 or 2 months is over, the weight loss starts to slow down pretty quickly. The other downside is that a lot of these diets are very restrictive. If you're someone who likes carbohydrates and you like eating rice, you like eating chapatis, bread, and stuff like that, then having those things completely out of your diet kind of sets you up to want to cheat on your diet, right? And I don't think a diet that you constantly want to cheat on and that you're constantly looking for temptation elsewhere is a good diet, right?
Absolutely.
A good diet is one that's healthy, it's balanced, and it lets you eat the food that you enjoy eating fairly frequently. If you only enjoy eating junk food, then you'll have to change the way that you eat. And
most people just need to change the way that they're eating. It's not necessary that most people don't have to remove complete food groups from their diet to change.
small tweaks.
Exactly. They just have to kind of either get rid of junk food or just kind of
not
pull
entirely
back
as well. You don't need, if you love junk food, if you're counting your calories or you're doing what we did, then you can have it in moderation. You can eat a little bit of junk food, eat the right kind of junk food, and as long as you're eating a nutritious, eating balanced meals through the day, you're good to go. Biggest problem that I find with keto and low carb diets is, yes, they're a way to lose weight. It's just that they're super restrictive, so it's very difficult to stick to, right? They're not the best way, only because they're super restrictive. And the thing is that when you're on a very low carbohydrate diet that only allows about 50 grams of carbs, that means that you have to be super careful about the amount of fruit that you're eating, right? And fruit is a great source of nutrition. So just completely eliminating fruit or just restricting yourself to specific types of fruits like berries and things like that, a small tiny bowl of fruit. I mean, that's unfortunate that you have to cut out completely nutritious options from your diet. So if you're looking to restrict something from your diet, I think getting rid of the things that are low in nutrition to start with is a good idea, and then finding ways to enjoy food that are really filling for less calories, and foods that are nutritious, obviously, for your overall health and the functioning of your body.
And like how in the beginning, I mean, for us, we just learned to make a lot of those foods at home. You know, you like to go out and eat a burger or pizza, and you learn how to make it at home with lesser calories.
Yeah, we should make a diet called the burger, pizza, and biryani diet, where people get to eat burger, pizza, and biryani every day. You can do that. If you're making it the right way, you can eat a burger every single day. For most people, somebody who's on super low calories. Not so much. You could as well. If you want super low calories, you have to be. You could eat actually 3 meals a day, super low calorie, and then eat your burger at night. And you could have it every single night and lose weight doing that. And to people who say, oh, burgers are not healthy, if you make them from scratch with with minced meat, with vegetables, the burgers that we make have tomatoes, onions, garlic, and they taste amazing. They really do taste amazing.
And on the other hand, then you have people who obviously don't want to buy into these diets and who don't want to give up food groups, and so they eat home food, right? They write into me saying that I'm just eating home food and I'm not losing weight. So what about, I mean, then on the other hand, there are those people as well.
We did that as well.
We did it in the beginning.
So at the beginning of our cut, we tried to lose weight eating home food. And we assumed that the reason we were putting on all that weight was we were eating these bad foods outside and stuff like that, and it just didn't work. And one of the reasons why a lot of Indians struggle to lose weight on home food is that it can be very high in fat, and fat is not bad for you, but it comes packed with calories. It's very calorically dense, right? So it adds up very quickly. And if a lot of foods like sabjis and dals, I don't know about dals, but sabjis and a lot of Indian foods need a fair amount of oil in them to make them taste good, right? And if the person cooking for you isn't aware of the journey that you're on, and they're not able to restrict the amount of oil that that you use, it'll be very difficult for you to lose weight.
So you mentioned protein being a very important part of diet. So how much protein should people aim for?
About 1 gram per pound of body weight, or even as little as 0.8 grams per pound of body weight is a good amount to aim for. And you want to try and get a lot of that, at least 50% of that, from whole protein sources.
So what are whole protein sources?
Whole protein sources are sources of protein that contain the entire chain of essential amino acids. So you definitely get that from meat, from chicken, from animal products, from milk, from yogurt. You also get that from soy on the vegetarian side of things. So aim for those sources of protein.
So what about like things like dal and rice being sources of protein for people?
They are sources of protein. It's just that if you're getting all of your protein from those sources, in order to get a complete chain of essential amino acids, you'll probably have to eat a lot of dal and rice. You'll end up with more calories than you need if you're trying to lose weight.
Another question that a lot of people have, and for some reason, I mean, I had this same idea when I first started out, about why I'm working my abs and I'm working my core, but why am I not getting a flat stomach? And a lot of people want to know how to get a flat stomach. So how does one get a flat stomach?
There's nothing that you can do to get rid of just your stomach fat. Your body will choose to take the fat from where it needs to take the fat, right? So when you get lean enough, it'll end up going from the place that you want it to go from.
Yeah, because for me, for example, I mean, it took me all of like the last 3 or 4 kilos to really see my stomach going down, because
Yeah.
I was afraid for a very long time that I wasn't losing fat.
It was
from
going
my
from
stomach.
everywhere else but from where you wanted it to go.
Yeah. And most women
Yeah.
are just concerned about
Yeah.
their stomach. So that brings me to my last question, which is, and I think mostly women have this question,
Yeah.
is that, when you have a lot of weight to lose, 20 plus kilos, how do you avoid stretch marks? Can you avoid stretch marks? How do you avoid stretch marks and
Yeah.
lose skin?
I think one of the biggest factors with stretch marks is rapid weight loss or rapid weight gain, which can lead to stretch marks. So one of the best ways to avoid it while losing weight is don't lose weight too quickly.
Fast, yeah.
Too quickly. There are a few other things you can do. I mean, there are a couple of oils that people rub on themselves in order to
Do those
reduce the
work?
likelihood. They probably do to some extent, but the biggest thing is to help the skin maintain its elasticity,
Okay.
right? So eating nutritious food is going to be important for your
Vitamins,
skin.
getting your vitamins,
Exactly. In order for your skin to be healthy, I believe vitamin E is important. So foods that contain that. And collagen might be useful as well. So I think maybe things like bone broth might be useful. And stay hydrated. Drink lots of water.
Okay. All right, great. So Alpha, was great having you here today. And if you guys have any more questions that you'd like him or me to answer, you can leave it in the comments below or email me at fitsheena@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in the next video. Bye.